ESEE makes one promise that almost no other knife company in the world makes. If your knife breaks, for any reason, including your own fault, they replace it. No receipt, no registration, no time limit. The warranty follows the knife for its entire life, not just yours. That promise sounds incredible, but here is the real question. Do the knives actually back it up? Or are you paying for a warranty because the knife needs it? I carried, tested, and ranked all 7-core ESEE models to find out. Some of these knives genuinely earned that warranty. One of them made me question whether the warranty is the only reason to buy it. And the number one result is the answer I did not expect going in. Let's start at number 7. Kitchen knife number 7, ESEE Candiru. Point name, the smallest ESEE and the hardest one to justify. The Candiru is named after a parasitic fish from the Amazon. It is small, it is mean, and it gets into places other things cannot reach. That description fits this knife perfectly, except ESEE charges nearly $50 for it. And at that price, the Candiru has a problem it cannot escape. 2-inch blade, 1/8 of an inch thick, 1095 high carbon steel with the same textured powder coat finish the entire ESEE lineup uses. Skeletonized handle, no scales included in the base model, though G10 and micarta options are available separately. The whole package weighs almost nothing, which is the entire point. This is not a knife you carry because you need it most of the time. It is a knife you carry because you might need something, and the Candiru is light enough that carrying it costs you nothing. In actual cutting tests, the Candiru handled light tasks, opening packages, cutting cordage, small food prep, with a quiet confidence that ESEE 1095 steel always delivers. The tip pass pry tests better than its size suggests. And the skeletonized handle, while awkward for a full 4-finger grip, works well enough for precision tasks where fine control matters more than grip strength. Here is the honest problem. The Candiru costs around $47 base, and once you add optional handle scales to make it actually comfortable to use, you are pushing $60. At $60, you are in Izula 2 territory, a knife that gives you a longer blade, proper 4-finger grip ergonomics, micarta scales, and a better sheath, all backed by the exact same lifetime warranty. The Candiru asks you to pay nearly the same money for a knife with real ergonomic compromises. The warranty covers it perfectly. ESEE's 1095 is nearly impossible to chip, and the simple skeletonized construction has almost no failure points. But the warranty being easy to honor does not make the value equation work. The Candiru is a specialist tool. It is excellent for ultra-light backpacking as a backup blade, or tucked into a survival kit where size and weight are everything. As a primary EDC fixed blade, the Izula 2 does everything this does and more for nearly the same money. Number 7, not a bad knife. A knife with a better sibling at almost the same price. Kitchen knife number 6, ESEE Laser Strike. Point name, the one that hides its best feature inside the handle. Most survival knife companies talk about the handle as a comfort feature. ESEE built the Laser Strike's handle as a survival tool, and then put the knife's most useful accessories inside it. 5-inch blade, 1095 carbon steel, full tang. The defining characteristic is the hollow micarta handle scales, which contain a fire steel and tinder tab stored directly on the knife. Not in the sheath, not in a separate pouch, in the handle itself. Meaning that even if you lose everything else, the knife you're carrying has fire starting capability built directly into the grip. In a real survival scenario, that design decision matters in a way that becomes obvious only when something goes wrong. The blade geometry is a drop point with a swedge, a partial false edge on the spine that reduces tip weight and improves piercing ability without thinning the spine so much that ferro rod scraping suffers. The 90-degree spine section still throws clean sparks from the included fire steel, making the Laser Strike itself contain fire kit requiring 0 additional tools. In field testing, the combination worked exactly as advertised. The fire steel seated cleanly inside the handle scales, produced consistent sparks on the first stroke, and the tinder tabs caught reliably in damp conditions where loose natural tinder would have struggled. The overall weight of 288 grams is noticeable, but not burdensome for a knife with this much built and capability. The honest limitations are real. The hollow handle construction limits the laser strike to a partial tang rather than a full exposed pommel tang, which means hammering capability is reduced compared to the full tang designs in the ESEE numbered series. And at around $135, it sits at a significantly higher price point than the ESEE 4, which arguably performs better as a pure survival knife without the built-in fire kit. But for a hiker, prepper, or backpacker who wants one knife that is also a fire starting kit without building a separate fire kit, the Laser Strike is a genuinely clever piece of gear. Number 6. Kitchen Knife Number 5, ESEE 3. Point name: the most underrated knife in the entire ESEE lineup. If you ask most knife people to name the best ESEE knife, they say the ESEE 4 before you finish the question. The people who have actually carried both say the ESEE 3 and 3/4 inch blade, CPM S35 VN stainless steel. The same premium steel that CPM's own data rates as one of the best combinations of edge retention, toughness, and corrosion resistance in current production. Most ESEE knives run 1095 carbon steel, which means rust maintenance in humid and marine environments. The ESEE 3 solves that problem entirely. G10 handle scales, more durable and chemically resistant than micarta. 1/8 of an inch thick blade stock with a high flat grind that produces the best slicing geometry in the ESEE lineup. In field testing, the ESEE 3 was the sharpest feeling knife in this entire ranking straight out of the box. The high flat grind and S35 VN steel combination produced feather sticks that were thin enough to catch a spark from a cold ferro rod on the second stroke. Food prep, breaking down onions, garlic, and a piece of venison in a camp setting, felt more like working with a kitchen knife than a survival tool. That finesse carries over to wood carving, bar processing, and any task requiring controlled, precise cutting pressure. Here is what makes the ESEE 3 genuinely special. It is the most balanced knife in the lineup. The ESEE 4 is heavier and better for battening. The ESEE Izula 2 is lighter and better for EDC carry. But the ESEE 3 hits a point between those two extremes where it does everything well enough to be your only knife for a week in the field without you ever wishing for a different tool. That specific balance is harder to achieve than it sounds. The honest trade-off: S35 VN costs more to produce, which makes the ESEE 3 significantly more expensive than the 1095 models in the numbered series. And the shorter blade length limits chopping capability in a way that the ESEE 4 and ESEE 6 do not. Most underrated knife in the lineup. Number 5. If you live near water or hunt in coastal environments, it might be your number 1. Kitchen Knife Number 4, ESEE Izula 2. Point name: 3.2 ounces, and it has saved more lives than any other knife on this list. The original Izula was named after the bullet ant of the Amazon jungle, small, aggressive, and wildly disproportionate to its size. ESEE has sold over 100,000 Izulas. That number is not a marketing figure. It is a proof of concept. The Izula 2 improves on the original with micarta handle scales that solve the original's most criticized limitation: the skeletonized handle that left most users with a 3-finger grip and no real palm support. The Izula 2 gives you a proper 4-finger grip on a 2.63-inch blade, weighing 3.2 ounces without the sheath. 3.2 ounces, the same weight as a full can of soda. This knife genuinely disappears whether you carry it around the neck, clipped to a belt, or stuffed into a pack strap. In field testing, the Izula 2 handled every EDC and light survival task with the quiet confidence that makes it famous. Light chopping of kindling size material, capable. Cordage cutting, clean and fast. Food prep, precise and controlled. Small game skinning, more capable than its blade length suggests, because the 1095 steel takes an aggressive edge and the handle geometry gives you real control at the tip. The honest limitation is direct and simple. The Izula 2 is not a battening knife. 2.63 inches of blade stock is not designed to be driven through logs, and attempting it will stress the handle to blade junction in ways the design was not built to absorb. ESEE's warranty will cover it, but that is a test of the warranty system, not a smart use of the tool. But for the scenario where the best survival knife is the one you actually have with you, the Izula 2 is almost impossible to argue with. 3.2 ounces means you carry it every day without thinking about it. The knife you carry every day beats the perfect knife sitting on a shelf at home. Number 4, the most carried ESEE in the real world, and probably yours too. Kitchen knife number 3, ESEE 6. Point name: when you actually need the big one. Every ESEE knife in this lineup does its job well. The ESEE 6 does a different job, the one where size and weight are not liabilities but requirements. 6.5-inch blade, 163 millimeters of 1095 high carbon steel at 3/16 of an inch thick. The blade profile broadens toward the tip with a slight upswept clip, giving it a geometry that transitions naturally between chopping, slicing, and piercing without a separate tool. Full tang, micarta handle scales, mall-compatible sheath with a drain hole, which matters more than it sounds when you're crossing water with your gear and need the sheath to drain rather than hold moisture against the blade. In field testing, the ESEE 6 handled camp building tasks, clearing brush, processing larger wood, battening through medium diameter logs, with authority that the ESEE 4 approaches but cannot quite match. The extra blade length creates genuine mechanical advantage in chopping sequences that shows up quickly in sustained work sessions. After 30 minutes of hard camp processing, the difference between 4.5 inches and 6.5 inches of blade is not subtle. Where the ESEE 6 earns genuine respect beyond raw size is balance. Most large survival knives in this blade length feel blade heavy. The tip pulls forward and forces you to compensate in your grip during control tasks. The ESEE success handle length and weight distribution manages the larger blade better than almost any production competitor, keeping fine control accessible even during tasks that require tip precision. The honest trade-off is the same one that follows every large knife. 14 ounces with sheath is a real carry weight. For day hikes and situations where you're moving frequently, the ESEE 4 is the better choice. The ESEE 6 rewards base camping, extended wilderness stays, and anyone who knows before they leave home that they're going to be processing significant material. The most capable camp and wilderness survival knife in the ESEE lineup. Number 3, and the knife most of you should consider if your survival scenario involves building and processing rather than moving and carrying. Kitchen knife number 2, ESEE 5. Point name: the one SEER instructors asked for when everything else wasn't enough. ESEE did not design the ESEE 5 for civilian buyers. They designed it because their own SEER instructors, the people who teach U.S. military personnel to survive, escape, and evade capture behind enemy lines, said they needed a knife that could cut through aircraft fuselage and then go straight into the field without stopping. 5-inch blade, full 1/4 inch of 1095 high carbon steel. Full tang with an exposed pommel thick enough to hammer tent stakes and batten through wood as a primary impact tool. Micarta handle scales, size for gloved hands in cold conditions. Mall-compatible sheath with multiple carry configurations. The convex edge geometry distributes cutting force along the entire blade, which is a design decision that allows ESEE to back this knife with the same unconditional replacement warranty as their lighter models, because they genuinely know this geometry does not fail under the abuse it will absorb. In field testing, the ESEE 5 did not impress me with its slicing ability. It impressed me with its refusal to care about anything I did to it. 40 minutes of sustained battening on frozen, knotted green oak, the kind of wood that makes axe handles nervous, produced a rolled edge that resharpened in 8 minutes on a coarse diamond stone. The handle did not creak. The tang showed zero movement. The convex edge, when restored, cut as well as it did before the session started. Here is the honest picture that most reviews skip. The ESEE 5 is not a versatile knife. It is a maximum toughness tool for people who know exactly what kind of situation they are preparing for. Food prep is labored. Carving is possible, but not comfortable. Small game processing with a 1/4-inch blade requires patience. These are real compromises, and they matter in daily use. But for the scenario where your survival knife needs to be the last thing standing after everything else has failed, the ESEE 5 has essentially no production competitor at any price near its range. Number 2, not because it does everything, because what it does, nothing else does better. Kitchen knife number 1, ESEE 4. Point name: the answer to every question the other 6 knives raised. After carrying all 7 ESEE models through field testing, the same pattern kept appearing. Every knife I tested, even the specialized ones, even the excellent ones, eventually made me reach for the ESEE 4. 4.5-inch blade, 1095 high carbon steel. Though a newer S35VN version is now available for those who want corrosion resistance without moving to the ESEE 3's shorter blade length. Full flat grind, 0.188-inch thick blade stock. Micarta handle scales with a raised finger groove that positions your hand correctly for both power cuts and fine detail work. 8 ounces. The mall-compatible sheath offers tip-up, tip-down, and horizontal carry positions. Unconditional lifetime replacement warranty. In field testing, the ESEE 4 was the most complete knife in this ranking. Feather sticks came off clean and fine, thin enough to catch a cold spark on the first attempt. Battening through hardwood was controlled and efficient without the BK 2-level aggression of the ESEE 5. Food prep, actual camp cooking, not just survival processing, was fast and natural. Ferro rod sparks off the 90-degree spine were immediate and consistent on every stroke. Cordage cutting took 2 or 3 clean passes per piece. Here's the thing that matters most after you read all the specs. The ESEE 4 is the knife you stop thinking about. At 8 ounces, it disappears on a belt in a way the ESEE 6 never does. It does every task well enough that you never feel the need to reach for something else. That combination, capable enough for serious work, light enough to forget you are wearing it, is not easy to achieve, and almost nothing in production survival knives matches it at the ESEE 4's price point. Now the original question: is a lifetime warranty worth it? After testing all 7 models, the answer is yes, but not for the reason most people think. The warranty is not valuable because these knives break frequently. They do not. The warranty is valuable because it means ESEE designed every knife knowing they would have to back it with their own money. That promise forces a standard of quality that shows up in every blade, every handle fit, every heat treat. The warranty is the proof that ESEE took the design seriously. The knife is the result. ESEE 4. Number 1. The most complete survival knife ESEE makes. And the answer to whether the lifetime warranty is worth it. It is, because the knife earning it is worth it first. 7 knives, 1 company, 1 promise. Here is where they all landed. Number 7, Candiru, a specialist that costs too much for what it does. Number 6, Laser Strike fire starting kit hidden inside a survival knife. Number 5, ESEE 3, the most underrated knife in the lineup and the one coastal hunters should be carrying. Number 4, Izula 2, 3.2 ounces, and the knife most of you will actually carry every day. Number 3, ESEE 6, the camp and wilderness knife for people who do real work. Number 2, ESEE 5, built for situations where your knife needs to outlast everything else. Number 1, ESEE 4, the answer to the question this whole video asked. Is a lifetime warranty worth it? Yes, because the knives back it up before the warranty ever needs to. All 7 links are in the description below. Subscribe if you want more rankings like this. No sponsors, no free product, just honest results. And drop a comment. Which ESEE do you carry? And has the warranty ever saved you?